The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid foot. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation.
The Foundation with Heart Grants is brought to you by Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, the Digital Transformation Unit, Rev Bahamas, Ron's Electric Motors, and Wendy's.
It's the foundation. So it's the foundation. So it's the foundation.
It's the foundation that's rocking the nation. Howard Grant's the host, Guardian radio station 96.9, 12 to 2 is the time. You can call the show or use the text line. Yeah, he educates, he informs. He goes against that zeal. Plus, he's a child of God.
Foundation. It's the foundation. Foundation. So it's the foundation. So it's the foundation. So it's the foundation.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company, The Foundation. On this beautiful Thursday afternoon. It's so wonderful to be in your company live and in full effect. You know what we do on Thursdays. We dive deeper into Small Business Thursday. And it's always good to be able to identify businesses that are making significant moves, even from this sort of a catalyst and desire from an idea into blossoming into those particular steps. You know, we know that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step, and Small Business Thursday is sort of the space that gives you an opportunity to make those steps. We know that advertisement and marketing can be extremely expensive, so give me a call. If you want to kind of do that and reach the audience, 827-0111, 827-0111. I got to tell you a couple of things. It's Thursday, and sort of an overcast today. When I walked in the studio, it was raining today. And, you know, like every Thursday, the paper is a little bit thicker. But as I looked to the paper, I always identify these things. I popped it open, and I saw a good friend's face. We talked about him a few weeks back, about the sudden freak accident and mishap that actually took him over to the other side. Chris Mortimer. So he's in the paper today in the obituary section. And guys, make sure you pick up your Guardian newspaper to do those particular things and understand exactly what's what. And always keep on the up and up. And as I do this, I always, I hate to get sentimental with you on Thursdays to talk about that sort of a position that we're in. And a very clear understanding that this transition is inevitable, right? I always want to do that. And I always wanted to acknowledge the fact that even during a transitional period in time, it's very important for us to understand, acknowledge, and really be able to take note that if you're dealing with this sort of a time in your life and you have to be able to, face this head on, you want some persons who can be able to assist you, who are savvy in this area.
and you can be able to retain that sort of professionalism, that character, that personality, that the life that was your loved one has had now that they're not here. I always tell you, reach out to my very good friends over at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They can be able to assist you in these areas. They're my good friend. I tell you, they're my family. So I always want to kind of put that on the table and let you know you can be able to do that. But it's very important. And at the top of the show, I want to say this to you also. I will not be in tomorrow. I will not. How about you? Friday, June 30th at 11 a.m., Chris Mortimer is being laid to rest. I'm going to be there. God spare my life. And so I just wanted to kind of let you know that in advance, that I have to pay respects to a good friend and a leader in an organization that I gave myself to, that I believed in. Howard, why you stressed the ED today? Y'all don't get into it. You're doing way too much. But an organization that I committed myself to and I believed in, the Democratic National Alliance. So I always want to be able to say like a soft word for and a prayer for Chris Mortimer and his family. And tomorrow you will hear a rerun of Rubianne Darling, the show that we had with her in preparation to move up to Impact. And then next week we have some great guests that's going to be on with you. So I'm going to play some stuff and do some stuff like that. But today's Small Business Thursday. And on Small Business Thursday, we always take that time out to really be able to, like I said, talk to you about businesses. I think it was week before last. I had my very good friend in here talking to us about it. He's been here, like I tell you, a couple times, right? To tell me about various businesses. He tell me about his B5 businesses. He tell me about his cleaning businesses. He tell me about all these things that he's doing. I'm excited about it, right? I'm always excited and grateful for the opportunity for him to support. But this one particular concept that he's kind of, it pricked my consciousness. And you would not believe, I went to bed 4 o'clock night before last, 4 a.m., reading a book called The 100-Year Marathon. What am I talking about? It's all about China. Ideas that led them and will lead them over the next 26 years to be a world power. The strategy, the approach, the patience, the commitment, the technology, the development, the ideas, the concepts wrapped in this book. The preamble to some of these things that you can be, I think his name was anyway, I can get it. Xing Jinping? I don't know. Anyway, I can get it. I read it, and they started to talk about this concept and idea that had to do with the art getting you in places where diplomacy couldn't. And the representation that they did in those particular areas blew my mind. I'm excited about this. So over the next course of a few months, as a formal introduction, I want to say this. The foundation is going to China. October 15th, I think it's October 15th. We're going to be going to China for 2 weeks. We're going to be doing the foundation from China and talk about those things for you to be able to go. Howard, what is it for? It is 3, 4, 5-fold for me. I'm going to look for business, but I'm going to identify, and what pricked my curiosity is the 3 cities they say that my good friends are in the studio. Antonio is here with me. Bullet, you know him, and Omar Smith. Both of them started to talk this concept about China, and I have not let it go. In fact, I reached out to my entire team. So we can go live every day from China, right? I got my video recorder. My son's going to be going with me. He's helping me. I got another person who's going to be following and going with me. We've identified who that person is. So we've put everything aside. And I just got a call yesterday. How would you still get to China with us? Absolutely. I want to extend this to you. Do you want to go with the foundation? If you do, 827-0111, 827-0111. Howard, count me in. It's October this year. This year in Miami. So don't call here think this is a regular trip. We are going on business. We're looking for the next dispensation of the technology that can be used in those particular areas. We are ambassadors unto ourselves. I can't even get no amen. We're here to build the country. And sometimes we got to take things in our own hands. I want to reintroduce you to my very good friends in the studio with me today, Omar and Antonio. My brothers, say good afternoon to the people of the Bahamas.
Good afternoon, Bahamas. I'm so happy to be here, Howard.
I'm happy that you're here. I really am. And I pray that all is well with you and your family, my brother. Just want to kind of put that out there. Omar,
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. It's always a pleasure to be here with you, Howard. One of the leading voices of our
you're
generation.
doing a lot here. You're doing a lot. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it,
Listen,
Omar.
it is what it is.
You need to stop.
It is what it is. You have taken a mantle that has been vacated, and you are doing it well. And you are to be commended and recognized for your accomplishment.
I appreciate you, my brother. I put a Facebook post up last night. I said, decent, angelic me never even got an invitation. This government ain't sent Howard Grant one invitation to nothing, not even the opening or nothing for independence. My God, I said, decent man, I got like 9, 10, 15 suits. You know I could look pretty. I could wear all yellow and blue. They invite me. But I just want to say that I make joke about it, but it's very important that we participate in whatever is happening as it relates to being able to recognize and identify. This is historic. 2004 when Barack Obama won? Remember that when he first won after the Yes We Can?
Yes.
My God, I had no money at this time. Was it 2004 or 2008? Was it 8? I think it was 8.
It's 2008.
It was 2008. It was 8. All right? I had no money. And I pray, I said, Lord Jesus, just let me get in Washington, D.C. Just let me put my foot on the ground, Lord. Because this historic event, you won't tell your grandchildren, well, you know I was there. Well, how far you was? I was 20, 30 miles away, but I was there. I was
I had
there.
a couple of friends went
And I think this is one of those events, the 50th anniversary. It's very important that you participate in something to say, well, you know I was there, right? And I think for me, for what I see coming for the future, this trip to China, I need to be there.
It's one of them.
I need to be there because there is a shifting that's happening in our society, a consciousness that is opening the minds of our people to say we can no longer depend on an external environment to supply us with our needs. There is opportunity. We have the smarts.
Yeah.
Let's go get the technology and make these things happen.
I totally agree.
Absolutely, Howard. There's something going on in the world right now, and for those of us who have able to spot it, I think even if we haven't consciously seen it, we are feeling it. With the advent of technology, and also the global shift of power and focus and opportunities, it's something that's changing in the world, and whether we like it or not. I always tell people, instead of, cursing the darkness or whatever it is, light a candle.
Yes.
Find a way to make a way with the circumstances that you find. Do not focus on making complaints, but focus on solutions. Focus on your next step. Focus on what are you going to do because the terrain is such. You come upon mountains, either you're going to go through it, you're going to go over it, or you're going to go around it. But the fact of the matter is, you've got to get past it. And so right now, there's a shift that's going on, and the shift is to the east. And whether we like it, don't, indifferent, it is what it is. And it's very important to face facts. And one of my favorite sport commentators always say facts over feelings. And I believe that. We may have feelings about these things, and sometimes our feelings cloud us from our next moves. Whether it's fear, whether it's anger, whether it's whatever the case may be. But once we recognize facts, then we must act according to the facts. And so what this trip is about opening our eyes and creating opportunities in order to take advantage of what's happening right now in the world. It's not what's going to happen, what's happening. And position ourselves as individuals, as families, and as a country in order to not only survive, but to thrive in the coming decades and even the centuries to come?
I think our government has forged a significant relationship with China. Relates to what we've seen happening locally, whether it be labor, whether it be infrastructure, whether it be relationship to move forward. But what I have not seen, this is Howard, I have not seen a significant influx of the technology in our environment to utilize and sort of eradicate some of these stops that where we have corruption, where there is red tape, where there's all these particular things. We know that there exists technology that can be able to take us over. Howard is going to look for these things.
Well, Howard, I can point one for you right now. There are certain agricultural techniques that the Chinese have that's being introduced right now in the Bahamas. And I've seen them already, and these are techniques that will improve yields for our farmers exponentially. And so these things are happening, but they can happen at a faster rate, and they can happen on an individual level. You know, I mean, we can always find faults with whatever government, but at this point in time, governments are not so much in control of your destiny as you are.
That's big,
I agree.
and that's
I
true.
agree.
You
Yeah,
see,
that's true.
you can make the difference in your life. The thing is, you have to recognize the opportunity, recognize what has to be done, and then find a strategy to get to the point that you want to go. You just mentioned the book that you were reading, and what it represents is a plan to get to where you want to go. The Chinese are meticulous planners.
You're right.
You know what they say? There's a saying that says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I've heard that so many times growing up from high school, primary school, that's what some of my best teachers would tell you. You got to plan. And so you have to put yourself a plan together. Look, China is a country of plans. They've had 50-year plans.
100-year plans.
100-year plans. I remember people laughed at the BDM, a organization I was a part of in my youth, when we mentioned it was a 40-year plan.
Yeah.
A 40-year plan. Our 40-year plan was 60 years short. And so the thing is, if these societies, and China came from being a agrarian society, a rural agrarian society, to now being tops in the world in technology and being a world power. And then,
People don't give me no money, but I need you to pick up the book. Go on your Kindle and check it out. The author is, I'm looking at it right now. The
Pillsbury?
author is Pillsbury.
Yeah.
Michael Pillsbury, right?
Yeah.
You pick up the book, you check it out, and you could see, even as you started to talk about the society that they was in the past and how they acknowledge those things. I think that's heavy. The acknowledgement of those things. And I think even wrapped in this, as you sort of dive deeper into the book, it actually gives an argument for communism. If there's a vision and a steadfast vision that empowers people, then you start to question whether or not this is a bad thing. This may not necessarily be a bad thing.
Well, that's how you look at it,
Democracy has
It's-
placed us in this. Well, I know we again contrary, but democracy has placed us in this position where we have so many ideas, and because of that influx of ideas,
Scatterbrain.
we scattered.
listen, Howard, let me tell you something. Even the Bible, if you ask some of the best Greek philosophers, and if you think about it, you can tie it to the Bible. People don't put Greek philosophy and the Bible together, but I think it was Plato or Aristotle who said that the best form of government is a benevolent dictatorship. And if you take that, not to say that the Chinese society is, or their leadership is benevolent or a dictatorship, but in certain forms of government, the West would call China autocratic. But if you look at the Chinese government and the way they move, the way they respond, and then you look at India, which is a democracy. In a democracy, if you have a house, let me give you an analogy. If your house is on fire, in a democracy, you know what you got to do? You got to get the
Select committee.
no. You got to get the PLB and the them together. Then they got to row in Parliament over,
Well, so
you know,
when-
whether we can put water on it or whether we're going to get a fire extinguisher. And then we're going to figure out who can get the contract for the fire extinguishers or who can get a contract to bring the water. And then after that, we can figure out on which day we can do it. That
All this, and now your house is just ash.
by the time you
and
finish,
cinder.
exactly. But but in the Chinese model, once they've decided that, hey, that we're going to put water on this fire, tomorrow, water on that fire. So in terms of development, when you want to develop and you have a country that moves in that direction, in the plan that they have, and they move expeditiously without having any hindrances, but they're moving in a direction that is benefiting the country, what you end up with is productivity and advancement and development that is bar none and never been seen on the face of this planet, as opposed to what happens in other places.
But let me give you another thing that you talked about earlier. One of the things I found very, very exciting about China is that they have banks. Now, if you want to go to agriculture, the money.
Yes,
And you can pay that money back now.
And there's a bank. There's a bank specifically for agriculture. The
Bank for
ABC
business. Yeah.
Agriculture Bank of China, the ABC Bank.
Yeah. So, and the next one is business.
Yes.
And you can pay that money back. Once you have a great idea, they're lending you the money to go ahead and forward your idea. They're lending you the money. You're going to pay the money. And they lend you millions. They lend you see warehouses. Warehouses is from here all the way to Blue Hill Road. And people are working in these factories and they lend them the money, and we say, oh, they're communists or this and that and the next, But we're planning a trip. And we would like for majority of the Bahamians.
I already got a text. How would I want to go? I sending them your number.
Yeah, send them my number, send them Omar's number. And we're having a meeting tonight. Come and find out more about our trip.
Now listen, I can shoot straight with John. I don't work for these men in the studio. I'm about to tell you that. I don't want you to believe, oh, Howard, you want to take it. You need to stop it, okay? Because I know the indecency that continues to be able to creep to your lobes, your ears, your orifices. You need to stop.
But you can't pay them the mind, man.
No, but I just got to be very clear about these things. I don't want there to, because sometimes it could feel like this is by design and not that this didn't genuinely happen. When you came and sat with me, I started to do my own research. None of you know that.
No, but you should
didn't know that.
But it's obvious.
It's obvious.
You didn't know this.
No.
You didn't know that I now set up a series of nobody know this, that I set up a series of conversation. We got to get the ambassador in here and all to really talk about this concept and idea to China.
Those of you, we're going to have persons, Bahamians, coming to meet us in Gwangju from Beijing.
Yeah.
We're going to have
But
persons
China,
coming.
listen, Howard, listen, we've already seen the change in you. It's like Saul turns.
You struck us all.
Hey, don't mind. Hey,
This man came here to Damascus.
yes.
This was a Damascus trip for
Yeah,
me.
experience,
So
yes.
the scales fell from my eyes.
of course,
You're doing a lot today.
Of course.
You're doing too much today. You're doing too much.
Facts over feelings, remember? Facts.
Okay,
We're
all
giving
right,
you
all right,
facts.
all right,
Giving
all
you facts. But listen, I mean, this is we've been. Listen, if I can't even begin to explain people what China is about right now.
What it's done for our lives.
Well, that's another conversation. But when you see China, and you see the way these cities have been built and are developed and designed, I mean, I remember. I don't know. Well, I remember the first time I went to America as a young boy. I used to be
You scream, good morning, my neighbor.
Listen,
No, it's a different
I was
story.
blown away. I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was blown away with the lifestyle and the bright lights and just the
How old were you when you first went to America?
I can't remember.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I can't remember. You know, for us Bahamians, that's like a right for us. But the bottom line is that experience that I had is what I feel almost every time I go to China, and I've been going to China
And it's changing. It's
so
evolving.
many times now in the last almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. I mean, if you look at the means of transportations, they got the fastest trains in the world. They got the best network. Their subways, their mass transit looks like something out of science fiction movie. It's just so amazing. And when you realize that this is, and then you compare it to what's going on in the first world, which is on what would be called supposedly the most developed country in the world, which is the United States. Their subways, their mass transits are a mess. Their airports are a mess. Their highways.
Another
it's
example
crumbling of the change, the difference in the way countries.
Democracy.
Exactly. Exactly. Because there's a fight. There's a fight over when we're going
The
to
same
get
in
these
fighting
bridges.
democracy.
But hold on. On the highways, guess what?
You ain't got to
trees-
sell me no more, you know. I
on
really,
the
I get
highway.
it.
No, on the highways.
You
We're,
do
talk-
a
we're,
lot.
we're talking to the wider
Oh, okay,
audience.
because
What kind of
Don't forget.
trees?
It's us.
What kind of
All right.
trees you think they got planted on the highways?
I don't know. Rubber.
Fruit trees.
Fruit trees.
Fruit trees.
On the
but
side of the
it's-
street?
Yeah. Fruit trees.
Citrus, mangoes.
Yeah, you can pick a mango and eat it.
And nobody is saying, get out of my yard. No.
No, you're not going to
Black
stop.
cherry nature.
Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
you're not going to stop.
My
in China.
first time going to China, right? And Omar told me about it. And when I got on the bus to take me to the trade show, and when I drove, it's like you can't do it, but it's like you could reach out to the bus and touch the apartments that you're passing. That's how close the apartments is on the highway.
Yes, the bridges, the highways are very, but because they had to build
Yeah.
a modern city over an old city, the highways are above, but they come close to some of the older buildings.
Yeah, the building.
And so it's a different, it's a surreal experience sometimes. You know?
Yeah, you
There's
see
a
the new
couple-
and the old.
There's a couple texts coming through. Persons want to know whether or not it's this October or next October.
This
It's-
October.
And next October.
And April next year too.
You got an April next year too?
we'll see.
We're working
we'll
on that.
see. We'll see. We
We're
haven't-
dealing with this October.
Well,
Let's deal with
tell
this
you-
bridge
I'll
first.
tell you what, because there's a lot with Lorenzo or Antonio, as you call him. That his name is Lorenzo Antonio Ballard. So some people call him Antonio, some call him.
Give the man whole government
yeah,
name
yeah,
on.
so yeah. So
Y'all don't go put it on no check now, because it's not like you got a lot of money in this stuff.
but there's a lot of exciting things that's going on right now. He hasn't given you all of this stuff because he's doing some exciting things business wise, and so am I. So the time constraints, and we said that we're going to commit for sure to this one because we didn't do any since COVID.
Yes.
We didn't do a trip since COVID, and there were many people who were asking us, "Listen, we want to go, we want to go, we want to go." So we committed to this one, but. Next year, we don't know
Yeah.
if we can commit. We might do it, or maybe we pass it on to Howard.
Work now, for the night is coming.
I mean, that's the truth.
When no man work here, talk to me. You remember next year? You better hurry up.
See, but okay, let me tell you something, Howard. I read this book. I can't remember the name of it because like you and Omar and a few are my friends. I already hang out with people. If you don't think like me, I can't hang out with you. And one of my mentors, he said, if someone was to come and tell you that piece of property right there, there's diamonds or gold or rubies on that land, what would you do to purchase it?
Whatever you could.
Okay.
Everything you could.
So what I did,
And then you keep it to yourself.
yeah, but what I did, I saved my money. See, one of the things we don't do is we don't save. And I tell people who I come across, I have, to be honest with you, I wouldn't say that, but I have an account at Bank of the Bahamas. There's no plug for them. I'm telling you, I have a bank, and I put money on that account. That's my business account. You have it, I check it out, I check your idea out, I see if I like it, I go on my account, and I say, Howard, this is for the investment. I invest in a lot of stuff, but I have monies put aside for that. You got a plan. The Bible tells you got a plan.
My God.
You see? Remember, Jesus mentioned the parable about he gave one, he gave one 2, and he gave
Talents.
one 5 talents. So, and I told you this on your talk, so I called you. You got to be ready, Howard. See, let's say you're in a basketball game. You know you're good. The coach ain't ready for you to come in yet. But when you see that star go down, or that individual go down,
You got to be ready.
let me tell you what I told a coach of mine when I was the only black young man in America on my football team. I was the running back. I told the running back, don't ever get hurt. He said, why?
You put mud on him.
You could say that. I said, don't ever get hurt. You'll never see the field and
Again.
blowing out the team. And for the 2 years I played, twice he saw the field when we blowed out the team. Why? I was training in the background. When everybody went home, I stayed on the park and I trained. Okay?
And you never try out for Dallas Cowboys? I mean, and talk to me.
I mean, I was living in Miami, so I was enjoying the Miami Dolphins. Hell no, I was No. I was a football, but listen, you got to be ready. See, so like again, you got to borrow. If you got to borrow, see, you got to borrow the money. Come to our meeting tonight and hear what we have to say. We'll tell you You could go, come back, make your money that you spend to go on this trip. Guaranteed.
Let me take this commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to stay in the studio and talk a little bit more about China, these particular things. I see your telephone calls coming in. You know the numbers. This is The Foundation with Howard Grant, 96.9 FM radio. Take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
We are going back to Cali, BK style, with the California King Collection, only available at Burger King Nassau. Enjoy your choice of plant-based, crispy chicken, or fire-grilled beef, topped with melted white cheddar cheese, bacon, freshly sliced red onion, ripe tomato, crisp lettuce, and BK's creamy guacamole, all served on a toasted brioche bun. The California King Collection packs a tidal wave of flavors and is made with only quality ingredients that are refreshing and filling with every bite. Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
At Ron's Electric Motors, they repair and rewind all major brands of electric motors, including water pumps, generators and the generator's back end, welding machines, electric lifts, air compressors, battery chargers, and more. They're equipped to handle up to 850 kilowatts and rewind up to 450 horsepower motors. They're conveniently located on the corner of Wolf and Clarence Roads and are open weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays till noon. They offer 24 hours emergency 0249.
Guardian Radio and the Foundation are on the move.
Bahamas, this one's for you.
SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Foundation with Howard Grant will highlight small businesses throughout the country, far and wide. Your products, services, prices, and personality. We want to hear it all. Get your 30 or 60-second advertisement heard on air at a fraction of the cost. We here at the Foundation understand the times and don't want you to be left behind. With Guardian Radio, you reach your specific demographic, and it is unmatched.
We reach thousands daily.
Get your products off the shelf and your services in their hearts. Small Business Thursdays with the Foundation, only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. For more information, call 302-2300 or the Help Me Howard line at 827-0111. SBT. Small Business Thursdays. Get your business moving today.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation, on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, being able to do these things. Now, I got to tell you again, like I said to you, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Don't fight me. Somebody say, all right, Howard, you can take a day off. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for giving me a day off. So we're here. Let me go straight to the phone lines. We're talking China today and talking about this trip that's going to be happening in October. And really being able to prepare for that. I've already gotten 2 persons saying, I want to go. But please, I just want to be very clear. They ain't taking 6,000 people. They ain't out here with 2 fish and 5 loaves, all right? They ain't out here taking 5,000 people on this sort of an excursion, this journey. They're going to take a handful of people with concentrated interest and this sort of an amplified desire to make some things happen in their lives with relentless optimism. You see how I just kind of wrapping this up? I got to do it like this. I got to do it like this. Because you can't come casual. This ain't a casual trip no more. No. We've gone past. We've 20,000 leagues underneath the sea. You understand? We've gone past the pool is. If you are serious about being able to go into the deep depths of possibilities that exist globally, and you want to be able to drag those things back home, give us a call. All right. Text Howard 827-0111. Right. I'm sure I can give you these guys' numbers and whatnot. They gave it to me last week, but I'll give you their numbers and everything. Shoot it to that and be to this meeting tonight. I feel like I'm running your whole thing. Y'all want me to be a consultant for y'all? Hey,
listen, you're doing an excellent job. You're doing an excellent job.
Y'all want me to be a consultant, right? Yeah. I'll bring the contract next week. Right? Let me take a telephone call. Calling on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon, Howard. Good
What's
afternoon
up, Jeff?
To my two very esteemed friends of mine. One goes way, way, way back to our hotel days. And, of course, my good friend Omar Haven't seen him for a while, but hey, I just wanted to say good afternoon to all of you, okay?
Good afternoon, Jeff.
Good afternoon, Jeff.
Howard, let me just say, if you will permit me a second here. Both of these gentlemen know that I'm very much tuned into technology. And when I say technology, anything that comes out new, I tend to really do research, especially if it's one of great interest to the business that I used to operate many years. And now where the technology has indeed improved and exponentially, I want to find out more on the products that's out there on the market. Now, I know Omar and I had this conversation some time ago where my interest is, on one of his trips, I wanted to actually visit China. Because we all know that they have a Silicon Valley there that a lot of products come from that we also import. But usually I would do firsthand and just go to the manufacturers and have a one-to-one with them. And sometimes if there's a problem and have that conversation with them, then that conversation is indeed applicable. I said all that to say this trip in October, I do have vacation in October, and I think I will come out to this meeting tonight to hear more. We all know that we have financial constraints, monies and stuff, so we have to really take the last that we have, if you have it, to actually make some things happen. I think I'm going to come out and listen and see how best we can make this happen. I think going forward for us, investing into this country seems to be a very difficult thing, but we have to invest in ourselves in order to see if we can get ourselves to the next level, not just here locally, but also market ourselves globally to begin to try attract the outside monies to come in, and hopefully that would help us to live a much better life if we decide to remain in this country to help build this country. I think that's the difficulty for a whole lot of persons here. We don't know what kind of future we really have in the country, but we have to establish by trying to stabilize ourselves financially with the talents and God has given us to use, and just see if we can apply them to make our lives a little better here. So I just wanted to offer that commentary and encourage both Lorenzo and Omar. You're inspiring people out there to look beyond the usual and look into the unusual and see if there's opportunities out there that we can tap into that perhaps will carry us and propel us to the next level. So I just wanted to offer that, and I'll listen to where this meeting is going to be, and definitely, I'm telling you, I'm going to come and join you guys tonight. Thanks for taking my call, Howard.
No problem. Tell us where the meeting is going to be tonight.
Go ahead.
Well, the meeting tonight is going to be at Fusion. It starts at 7 p.m. We invite you guys to come there and look for Lorenzo, myself. We'll be right there waiting for you. But something that Jeff just said, he said a mouthful, and what it is, and what he said, there are a couple things there. The first thing is China meets you where you're at. Our trip and the way we conduct our China trip, it's different from the others who have done it. And where I'm talking about, because there are people where we're going to this trade fair. It's huge, and it's marketed, and people come from all over the world.
All over the world.
But what they do is they take you to the trade fair, to the various days of the trade fair, take you back to the hotel, and that's basically it. What we do, we take you to wholesalers, even to retailers. We take you to markets. We take you to places where if you're not able to get 40-foot containers or 2 containers of one or two particular products, we take you to places where you can start at the level that you're at. And that's what China is able to do for you. You don't have to have millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to China. China will meet you where you're at. I can't tell you how we've taken some young people on our trips, and they would come back with 2 or 3 bags of some items. And from there, they were able to build online businesses where they're doing big numbers now. So you can start wherever you are at. If you can afford 40-foot containers, good, and we can facilitate that. Mm-hmm. If you can afford a pallet of this, a pallet of that, we can also do that. If you just can afford a bag of this, a bag, and listen, these people who've come with a bag of this, bag of that, were able to pay for their trip and have extra money from what when they come back. So it's something that offers you an opportunity to step up and to get to another level in life. And that's why we're so passionate about this, because we've seen it. We've seen it. And, I was on a video call with one of my friends, and I said, you know what? Once you've been to China, there is no reason in life why you shouldn't be living a good life. If you've seen what's available and what you can do in China, there's no way you should not have a good life, because the opportunities are endless.
All it takes is one product. And Omar could tell, he wouldn't talk about it, and I wouldn't talk about it, but he could tell you about it if you really want to sit down and listen to him. I could tell you about it. And right now, I can tell you about it, about my part. I have some jewelry I bought 2-3 years ago. I bought thousands of them. When I say thousands, I'm selling them right now. Independence bracelets.
How much did you pay? How much you pay for them?
Look at that big smile. He can't even tell us how much you pay.
Pennies.
I gotta charge him less now.
But on a serious note, though, let me just say this. What people do, this is the one thing that people don't recognize about China. Even though the prices of the goods are very low, the amount of money it takes for you to get them from there to here is high. I mean, you got to pay a trip that's going to cost you, your airline ticket is going to cost you a couple $1,000s to get to China. Especially if you go the routes we go, because we go through England, and we go on British Airways, which is a good airline and that has a very safe record, and so this isn't cheap. And then cargo from China is not cheap.
It isn't cheap.
And so even though you can get, your prices are low, your transportation is much higher. And so what we're saying to you is we give you an opportunity to take advantage of this trip where you can use the transportation, because you can bring goods with you on the plane. You can ship with us because we have shipping facilities, and you can take advantage of it. So even though his jewelry might have been at a very low price, what he went through, he took a long trip to go to China. That's worth something. His time is worth something. He had to pay to get it. So this people bad if you pay, 5 cents, 10 cents, $1 for something that over here people sell to you for $50, $100, $200. Don't feel bad, because what you went through, the chance you took to go and fly halfway, and guess what? It's so ironic.
Yeah.
Guangzhou is exactly halfway around the world.
You drill?
We tell people, if you dig a hole, you'll come up in the middle of Guangzhou. So if you don't want to go with us, you can go dig. You go dig and you get there
I don't want to dig you.
Too much.
But honestly, you go halfway around the world for these goods. And so if that's what you do, come on. I mean, you deserve to make a you deserve to make a good profit.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing before we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
This is not a trip, like I said. I make joke of it. We are not able to take 1,000 people, 500 people. There is a cap that you have on how many persons that you take that you're comfortable in terms of moving around with.
Yeah, we're not going to take more than 20 people.
More than 20 people.
And we just opened up, I think, about a week and a half ago, and already we are more than halfway there.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on. This more than halfway there is not a casual conversation to say that I think I won't go with y'all. They've already put their monies down.
Yes.
They are ready to make this thing happen. Give me a number so persons could say, oh my God, I just was about to, because government people just get paid yesterday. Just want to let you know this.
Yeah.
well,
All right.
I know.
you can get myself, Omar, at 427-0930, or you can get Lorenzo Bullard at
455-9978. 455-9978.
You can call us. You can do a WhatsApp, text, answer any questions about the
Come to
meeting.
the meetings.
About
Come
the
to the
meeting,
meetings, yeah.
and give you, let you know what time to be there, and we'll go from there, because there's a whole lot. There's some things. China's a different society, and so we give you a little quick education about what to expect, and then after we've got our 20 and the people who are booked to go, because what we do after a while, we just shut off. You won't hear. We shut off when we start to have our private meetings.
Yes.
And then we start to go into detail about the do's, the don'ts, to make sure that you don't get ripped off in certain different things, and because there's quite a few things, and some people some people have had bad experiences, and
Not with us.
but we make sure that we guide you and make sure that you have an amazing time, and
You'll be able to call home, contact, and all that sort of stuff. We
make sure you have a very, very good trip, nice, safe trip. And so that's what our meetings are about. We give you an education. And just to let you know that what Mr. Bullard and myself do in terms of the education, I'm telling you, we charge in our own businesses. We charge for this. This is consultancy. We charge for that because the information that you have will enable you to be able to do business in China after you've done this trip. You won't need us anymore unless you want to.
Yeah.
You can call upon us to do some sourcing, to do shipping.
You could get up and go to China yourself.
Of course.
And you're introducing us to your contacts.
Yeah, well,
and everything.
Well, no. We can introduce you. Listen, hold on. We can introduce not just our contacts. We can introduce you to all the contacts.
All the
available.
contacts.
Yeah, no. We just can give you half a little bit.
You get all.
We can give you all.
My God.
We can give you all out.
You get the full 100. Listen, this first thing, this is one shot kill the crow. You go there, you find all this information out, you get the contacts, and you're done. One, you get the full. What Grammy say, the whole hog. You get everything. You could be able to do those things. And the numbers again, Omar, 427-0930.
Yes.
That's for you. And this is Antonio, 455-9978. You could be able to get him tonight at Fusion at 7 p.m. You know what Fusion is, right? At top of the hill. Go down there. They're going to be able to talk to you about it. This is not going to be a long meeting tonight, right?
No.
There's a very quick meeting. We want to see your interest. We want to see your faces. See you get those things going. Now, how's that going to be there? But again, talk to me. Again, I come in to bring your whole money to you. Amen? I got a team of 4 or 5 persons coming.
Oh, no,
and I already get 5 people call me today. I send you the numbers already. I send your numbers that they are interested in coming. Yeah. So if you want to go with the foundation, you want to go with Howard, you want to go with this team who's been going for 20 years, I'm going with them. I feel safe with them. Both of them are my good friends. We're going to be able to do these things. I also got a different text, though. They say, who's the man with the BOB account? Send them.
Hey, that's Bullard. Hey, that's Bullard.
They can send the money to my account.
I don't have.
Who's the man with the BOB account? Please, I got an idea. Y'all need to stop it, right? Guys, this is a beautiful thing. We want you to be a part of this. Participate in this trip. It's going to be October, right?
Yeah.
October of this year, but your monies need to be in by the end of August. Come to the.
We also have our early bird special, and that ends tomorrow.
Oh, so the early bird special ends tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Ends
So
tomorrow.
tomorrow, guys, please be a part of that. The numbers are out there. You know my number. If you want more information, you want me to shoot them their numbers to you, please 827-0111. I'll talk about it a little after when these guys get out of here. But I'm so happy. I'm excited about this, and I hope you are too. When I start my GoFundMe, y'all put a little $2 in the thing. Hey, make it start. Make it. Don't laugh. I'm a black man. Don't mind me, Little Red. I come and asking you for money to take the foundation to China. We're gonna have a great time, guys. Let's take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
The foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
Introducing Wendy's new Chimichurri Cheeseburger. Chimichurri. That's how you pronounce it. Let it roll off your tongue. Then get ready for some ridiculously good flavor. Fresh, herby, garlicky, green, chimichurri. It'll feel like a relaxing backyard get-together with friends on a Sunday. But in a burger. Come meet Wendy's new Chimichurri Cheeseburger with our new Dave's Craft Lemonade. Wendy's, different inside and out.
My Gateway has marked a major milestone. Over 100,000 registered users worldwide can now enjoy secure access to over 60 government services online because our digital transformation journey just keeps getting better. What are you waiting for? Sign up at mygateway.gov.ps today. My Gateway, making government work for you.
Tired of paying too many bills and loan payments each month?
Shrink your monthly debt payments down to one easy payment with our debt consolidation loan.
It also has a built-in savings that pays you 5% interest.
Inquire about our debt consolidation loans today.
Call 356-7764.
Guardian Radio and the Foundation are on the move.
Bahamas, this one's for you.
SBE. SBT. Small Business Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Foundation with Howard Grant will highlight small businesses throughout the country, far and wide. Your products, services, prices, and personality. We want to hear it all. Get your 30 or 60-second advertisement heard on air at a fraction of the cost. We here at the Foundation understand the times and don't want you to be left behind. With Guardian Radio, you reach your specific demographic and it is unmatched.
We reach thousands daily.
Get your products off the shelf and your services in their hearts. Small Business Thursdays with the Foundation, only on 96.9 FM. For more information, call 302-2300 or the Help Me Howard line at 827-0111. SBT. Small business moving today.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio, Howard Grant in on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. You know, it's a Small Business Thursday, so I just kind of give you the preamble again and a very clear understanding. I will not be in tomorrow. You're going to be listening to Ruby Ann Darling, a rerun of something that she's done. I think it was extremely impactful, and I was always moved to that, but I thought it was fitting to kind of reintroduce the conversation as we move towards independence. Next week, we're going to have a dedication, and I'm going to do this because I am decent, all right? Please, let your indecency step aside. Next week, we've got a commitment and a double commitment to be able to hear from my favorite prime minister in the world. I might as well tell you the truth. Prime Minister Perry Christie is going to be with us next week, talking to us about pre-independence concepts and the spirit that exists in those particular areas. I'm extremely, extremely, extremely excited about that. I feel like a fangirl, and it's very, very exciting to be able to have the Prime Minister agree to sit with me in those particular areas. So we're going to do that next week. But now I just want to kind of give you that. Don't look for me tomorrow. You're going to look for me, and I'll be at Chris Mottamore's ceremony. I might as well be just very clear with you on that. And I think it's very necessary to be able to do that and have my presence there and say that I was a part of it. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, and I'll see you on Monday next week. But today, it's very important that we do this. Now, I tell you, I got my good friend in here. And you've heard from him, I think it was last week and this week. Now, he rushed, and I'm sure that he had some clients and some persons that we did not have an opportunity to be able to hear even more from. But today, I want to kind of stretch that time out just a little bit for him and find out a little bit more about what's happening over at Direct Marketers. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than Ian Thomas. My brother, good afternoon. Say good afternoon to the Bahamian people.
What's going on?
What's going on? We living and giving God praise. And I know you got a tremendous amount of things that you want to be able to put on the table. You come out here with your, he got a little iPad. I think he comes ready to preach. Where your napkin? You need a napkin to wipe your mouth with you.
It's no iPad for that. Good afternoon, Bahamas. It's Ian Thomas here from Direct Marketers. So happy to be here with my good friend Howard Grant. Listen, Direct Marketers, we're a marketing company, of course. We do radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, you want someone to talk to and go over some things and iron out the kinks, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212, 552-0212. So, Howard, man, this is really good.
I like the jingle, 552-0212.
It's like a song.
552-0212.
You got it, man.
I like
go in the
that.
studio, we can do that.
I like that.
But you know what today is for me? I've come up with something. We Direct Marketers, we sat down at the table. We came up with an acronym that's great. We want everyone out there to conserve your cash. So we have a huge CYC initiative.
My God. You modified the initiative. I like what you did.
Yes. So if you're out there,
you made modification to the acronym.
You care about somebody, pick up the phone right now. Go into your boss office and say, "Sir, CYC."
Everybody's repurposing these acronyms. We know what CYC.
Yes. Because why? We want you to conserve your cash. We don't
conserve
want you
your cash.
We don't want you spending big money. Right now, you're in the car, you're driving, screw your window down, look at the person next door to you in the next car and say, hey, buddy, CYC.
Yeah.
And he say CYC
Yeah.
right back at you.
And then I see you on Bahama Press later.
So we want you guys to conserve your cash. So just remember, feel free to use it. We just came up with it. No one's ever heard it before. It's brand new. Just on
See what?
And listen here, man.
Conserve your cash.
Conserve your cash, definitely. Howard, and people out there, listen, you guys want a different dining experience where the food is great and the ambiance is just breathtaking. Why not rediscover Senior Frogs? Are you familiar with Senior Frogs?
Yes.
Where's it located?
On the Western Esplanade, I think. Is it out there?
You got it? That's Western Esplanade?
I think that's the Western Esplanade.
So,
I don't
like,
know.
okay, so
Listen,
you're
I from
driving
8 Mile
downtown.
Rock, so we ain't got no Esplanades in 8 Mile
Yeah,
Rock.
so, okay.
We only got Espanol people in this. We ain't got no Esplanades.
So you're driving downtown. Where do you go if you're driving downtown and you're trying to get a Senior Frog?
All right, so you go
downtown.
It's on the northern tip of the
It's
island.
on the northern tip. It's on the water, right?
It's on the water side.
Good. It's the furthest part you can go on when you're downtown. It's right there in the nook and cranny, right there on the water, like what you said.
Right in the back of the Pompeii Museum and
Right.
that area right there.
Pompeii.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Woods
Say it
Rogers
again.
Wharf.
Woods Rogers Wharf.
Yeah,
Listen,
I go
ding,
to
ding,
never
ding.
tell you
You're going to
that.
get a free drink at Senior Frogs this weekend, Friday.
Don't tell black people that.
No, man, he's gonna get.
I stand
he's
right by the
screamed it out.
door.
He said Wood Rogers Wharf. That's very good. So you want to go there and go check it out. And for those who've never been there and experienced Senior Frogs before, you guys are missing out. Sometimes me and my friends, we go there on a Sunday and sit at the bar and have the most delicious drink concoctions that that they can absolutely make for you.
And then big
Sitting there.
tall cup.
Yeah, in the big talk, you got it, man. While we sit there, we overlook Nassau Harbor and just take in, basically, this beauty and how blessed we are to be here in the Bahamas at a time like this. It's wonderful. It's a great, great view. So if you guys are thinking about doing something this weekend, Friday night is a great time. They brought back their special happy hour on Friday nights. That's where from 5 to 7, there's 50% off on all tropical cocktail drinks. Plus, you and your coworkers or your family members or your friends, you guys can order their world-renowned, mouth-watering quesadillas, comforters, and chicken wings. Very, very good. So I'm always talking about them, and when I meet people and they say they've been to Senior Frogs, they're always bragging about how good the experience is. So you and your friends and your crew, you guys can go down there and have the time of your life while I'm sitting back and enjoying one of Nassau's hottest DJs. And they're going to be giving away free gifts and prizes during Friday night at the happy hour.
You're doing a lot for black people, sir. I just want to be out there. I know that my audience is very diverse, but many of us now, our ears continue to prick. When you say we're giving away things that, come on now, you're going to have me out here and talking about, hey, we're coming to Senior Frogs.
They got all kind of prizes that they're giving way down there, and the drink specials, which is 50% off on all tropical drinks. That's really, really good.
50% off on all tropical drinks?
50% off on all tropical drinks.
Wow, guys, you got to go down to Senior
From 5 to
Frogs.
7.
It's from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock?
5 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
Make sure you go down to Senior Frogs. It's right there on
Great DJs,
Woods Rogers Wharf
giveaways
or area.
Yep, and on July 7th, they're going to have another event called Girls and Tequila. That's going to be pretty good. It's guaranteed to be a fun time. But what everybody's waiting on is from July 12th, 19th, 26th, and August 2nd. That's when DJ Overdose is going to be there.
Really?
He's back off tour. He's going to be back off tour around that time. He has something called Tingham Dem Wednesdays. It's huge. 2 weeks ago, that was the last one that they had. It's usually a monthly thing, but in July they go every week. They had close to 1,000 people out there coming there to see him because he came back in town. Senior Frogs is crazy. It's wonderful. So you guys don't miss Tingham Dem Wednesdays at Senior Frogs, July 12th, 19th, and 26th, and August 2nd. DJ Overdose is going to be in town for about 4 weeks. It's his huge summer party. You can't miss it. Like I said, he's coming back off his European tour. So all the Wednesdays, basically in July, and the first Wednesday in August. So that's great. $15 before 9, $20 before 11, and then $25 after that. Come out, have yourself a great time, and see why all these big events are booking DJ Overdose all around the world. So Senior Frogs, have a great time. When Sunday, come out there, have some drinks with us. It's a great time. But Friday night, happy hour. 5 to 7, Senior Frogs downtown. It's a real good time. People are messaging me right now, man. And they just carrying on dead bad. Howard, someone just told me to tell you that they wanted the number for how to get in contact with those people.
For who?
Who you say you're going to?
The China way?
Yeah.
Tell them, text me, 827-0111, 827-0111. I'll send you the numbers.
Okay, then. That's
That
not
won't be a
bad.
problem at all.
Okay. You ever want to go someplace, but maybe you don't want to drive, or your car might be down, might be in the...
I don't have the luxury of that, sir. As
No?
a married man, my wife, obviously, she is Daisy, and I'm driving Miss Daisy. It's a lot.
okay, okay. So how many cars you got? You got one or
I got
two?
two vehicles.
You got two vehicles.
She want me to drive her.
She still wants you to drive. Listen, folks, if you have a car, your car might be down. You're in the process of buying a car, you don't have a car now, or you just don't have a car at all. You don't want to have a car because it might be a little bit expensive. I want you to call Road Runners. Are you familiar with the company in the United States, Uber?
Yeah.
Yes. This is the Bahamian version of that. I've been working now along with these companies from the latter
I heard you
part.
talk about them one time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yep. They're really, really good. The number is 806-0835.
So how does this work? Because people who live in the back of the bush and South Ocean Drive, and you need to be able to get to work. Because let me tell you something. When I moved to Nassau, right? I moved to Nassau maybe 12, 13 years ago. I was living with my good cousin out there in South Ocean. And I could manage a job at the hotel. And I needed to work at 6 a.m. I had to recruit a bus driver. You know how much money I paid this man? Jesus, he bring the whole bus to come pick me up in the back of South Ocean. If you're living far off and you don't have buses and being able to get those things, I know that this is a great company to help you.
Call Road Runners.
Road Runners didn't exist then, though.
806. No, they didn't exist
But
then.
they're here now.
They're
Talk
here
to me.
now. And the phone number, 806-0835, 806-0835. All their drivers have been vetted thoroughly, and all their vehicles are licensed and insured. It's a ride-sharing community that allows everyone and anything to be transported quickly, safely, and affordable. So if you're living in Nassau, Freeport, or Abaco, I urge you to use Road Runners at least once. You guys will love it. Imagine your food being delivered the time that you want, or your, from your favorite eatery. They pick up your packages. They do UPS pickups and
They
drop
pick
offs.
up things too? They don't just pick you up, they pick up your things?
Pick up your things too. They do school pickups and drop offs.
They pick up your children too?
They do pickup from work. They do UPS pickups, like I said. You want to go to the grocery store, they come in and get you. You want to go do the bank deposit, no problem. If you're an elderly person, you're home.
They pick up mom and them too?
Yep, and there's no one there to carry you. You want to go get your meds from the pharmacy, or you want to go get verified to NIB. That's no problem. They go ahead and they pick you up. You want to go to the bank? No problem. Call Road Runners. The phone number is 806-0835. People even develop friendly relationships with some of their drivers, so they're on first name basis. And you can pay in cash, or you can pay with your credit card or your debit card. So that's a wonderful thing. You can visit them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. 24/7. They said transportation service that delivers your food, your packages. You need a personal driver. You need a chauffeur. They have chauffeur services. Maybe you know something to go to the boat or the plane because you want to send something to the island. They can take care of that. They do all the shipping for you. And those needing more like long-term mobile service, when I say mobile, vehicle and transportation services, you can go and sign up for their fixed rate contract agreement for your personal or your business solutions. So call Road Runners. It's the safest, most secure ride-sharing company in the Bahamas, only one that I really use and I tell everybody, and they're constantly growing. The phone number is 806-0835, 806-0835. I remember back in the days when you were younger, you don't get no car, and you know one would carry you to go pick up your girl. You go give someone of your boys a couple of dollars and he carry you. Listen, you don't get no car.
Don't do that.
You don't get no car. Say, don't do that. But the guy, he said your girl might fall in love with the Uber driver. Hey, listen, you call Road Runners. Why you slick?
Not in 2023.
You.
Tanks. They like tanks.
He show up in a fresh hot day.
Your car nice. Yo, man, I picking you up for Roger. I'm hungry. That's it.
So I'm not supposed to date the clients. He calling
praise
sick
God
every
for
day.
Road Runners. Tell him, look here, I want a woman driver. Pick up my girlfriend.
Say, excuse me, y'all already ugly drivers.
Yeah. Tell him keep his face straight too, because he, don't look behind him.
We're gonna send you one of our best looking drivers.
I tell you the truth. Listen to me. This is a small country we live in. I hear stories. And the stories are real.
So then Sven from
me and Roger used to go, but it wasn't really working out. He wanted me to catch bus. He give me like $10 quarters. I was like, what?
Don't listen to us. You have calls and whoever. No one's going to hit on your guy or your girl. It's a wonderful thing.
Professional.
It's a wonderful thing. Listen, you call them here. You need to go someplace. You don't got no car. You don't got no trans. Call these people here. What their number is. 806. How what the number is, man?
806-0835.
Yeah, but hey, listen, my guy down there, he doing some really good job down there. And he picked up my mom for me last week. And he picked
professional,
up my sister.
right? He said, hey, mom, what's going on? You're looking good.
He said, hey. He said, hey, you with the curlers in your hair.
He didn't say all that. You need a professional service.
Yeah.
To pick up your
man,
people.
call them, man. Call them. Stop playing around. Call these people. Now, listen here. How can I segue straight into something as serious as this? Someone trying to call in, you say? I ain't doing no calls right now.
We ain't taking no calls right now.
Tell them WhatsApp us.
Would you give them your number so they can be able to reach you?
Yeah, give me a call, man. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers. If you want to talk, ask me about any of these companies I spoke about or I'm speaking about, give me a call. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, 552-0212, 552-0212.
Oh.
Yeah. And don't forget, what is today, Howard? With the acronym?
CYC.
CYC Day, that's right. And that stands
Conserve
for
your money.
Conserve Your Cash.
Yeah, because, I already have a pre-program
Yeah,
for
man.
something else.
Listen here. Listen, call
It's
somebody right now,
pre-programmed for
message
Rowdy.
them, WhatsApp them, whatever. Just say, I was thinking about you today. Just want to let you know, CYC. It's a wonderful
I'll
thing.
try it with my wife. All right? I'll give her a call. Hey,
Listen, this is a crazy
Hey,
segue,
baby.
but here we go. I'm going to talk about this. Come on. I love it. I'm going to get me shirts and everything. We got a Jonquil Rush Out, ticker tape parade. Everyone's showing up.
You try.
Ticker tape parade.
I think these chances are strong chance. I can't take it.
Someone give you a ticker tape parade with rocks. Stuff. Medical care. It's no joke. A lot of people haven't been to the doctors in a long time. Listen, folks, going to the doctor is a little bit expensive. We know that. But it's so important to go get checkups and all these different stuff. Very, very important. I've gone ahead and I've worked along and decided to join forces with Eastwood Family Practice. They're affordable and reliable medical and surgical service that right now they've decreased the cost on all of your medical and surgical services. They believe that quality healthcare should be accessible to everyone. So they reduce the prices when it comes to individuals who may need health certificates and their clinic visits and in-house labs and prescription drugs and the in-house treatments, all those different things. If you work in the armed forces, maybe the police or the defense force or to the prison, you guys can take advantage of their 20% copay on all annual physicals and with a $20 copay for all prescription services. So that's really, really good. So don't worry about high-cost medications. If you're not feeling well, please give them a call at 698-0935, 698-0935. It's so expensive going to the doctor, but right now this is some type of relief, and I'm so glad. And I know I know how.
What sort of services they offer?
They do complete physicals. They also, like I said, they also, you can go there. Okay, this is definitely what he wants me to say. If you are using, I want to say this properly now. No, I want to talk about this part first.
You didn't start. You got to finish this. If you are using what? What are we using?
Yes. I just want to make sure. Don't worry about the high cost of medications. Like I said, if you're not feeling well, you can get a sick certificate. If you're genuinely sick,
talk to me.
Right.
You better come in there, call from
the expert medical.
But I know some people who's planning to be sick. Child, trust me, I can be sick on Friday. How, sir? How? What are you doing, man?
You can come in there for anything, Howard. You're not feeling well. Come there. Get yourself seen by a professional doctor. And like I said, they've reduced the prices on their health certificates, their clinic visits, their in-house labs, prescription drugs, and their in-house treatments. Right now, this is what I really want to tell you about. This is Eastwood Family Practice. They're running an exciting promotion right now on their school sweepstakes. This is how it works. When you register and you complete your child's school physical at Eastwood, you will automatically be entered to win a chance to win one of their incredible prizes. And that's a cash prize. The first prize, $1,200. Second prize, $700. Third prize, $500. And the fourth prize is $200. That's to help certain people get their kids to go back to get ready to go back to school, which is a wonderful thing. A lot of people are coming in there right now, and they're able to get their children seen who probably were not feeling well, and realizing that, hey, once I bring them here to get them ready to go back to school, because they need all their proper documentation for their health documents. Boom. They can get a chance to walk away with as low as $200 for the fourth prize, $500 for the third, $700 for the $1,000.
How do you win this
$1,200.
stuff?
Excuse me?
I got 4 children, sir. We coming to take all the Eastwood money.
Wait a second. You'll go there.
What? You better tell me how you win this.
You wouldn't pay school fee for a year or two. No, but that's serious though. The first prize is $1,200. The second prize $700. Third prize $500. And fourth prize $200.
You've been in all your prizes.
These are helping you prepare for the school new year, because a lot of
Is it just a raffle, or they have to do some things? Because I could train.
No. They will choose. Will choose. That's amazing. Because a lot of women contact me. They said, "Listen here, it is difficult to get the kids back to school, and my children need to be seen by the doctor."
Some schools, especially when you're moving from one grade level to another or one school to another, it's important that you have a physical. So when you get there, the nurses, they ask you if your child's immunized, did they have all their shots, do they have this, do they have that? And once you do those things, it's difficult getting, especially with this, what's going on with the NIB and whatnot. You have to wait to see a specific doctor or a particular time. So if Eastwood is affording us an opportunity to kind of walk in and get these things done, I think it's an amazing thing.
I think so. Someone's asked me right now for the location. I'm so busy talking about them.
Talk to me.
They're on 50 Rosetta Street. That's between Mount Royal Avenue and Montrose Avenue. The facility's been around for 9 years, providing you guys with the most competent medical support, and it's backed by Dr. Adrian Roll. He's a physician of over 23 years with experience. So I want you guys to go down there, give him a call, go check him out, please. Let someone go and see the doctor, your grandfather, your mom, your dad. Someone's not feeling well. I had a family member yesterday, had to just go see the doctor because they were not feeling well. And sometimes people say, "Oh, this will pass," or "Let me just go home and sleep it over and put something and take some Motrin or something like that." Go see the doctor. Your health is the only thing that you truly, really have and you can really cherish. If you're not feeling well and being able to help yourself, you can't help anybody else. So go down there, like I said. Eastwood Family Practice. They are on between Mount Royal Avenue and Montrose Avenue Montrose Avenue, and that's on Rosetta Street. The phone number is
Rosetta Street.
Now, yes, on Rosetta Street, number 50. The phone number is 698-0935. 698-0935. Go check them out for anything that you need.
And carry a bunch of children with you.
Carry a bunch of children. But that don't really sound good.
Bunch of children?
Yeah, man. People are having a great time today.
Now you mean making children? Well, we talking about something different?
No.
Because I had a great time.
People from all over are messaging me saying they're having a great time celebrating CYC Day.
Really?
Yep. This is really big. This is huge. People calling me right now. No, Lord, that's my mom calling me.
You can tell your mommy CYC?
No.
You're doing a lot, so. You're doing too much.
Mom,
yeah, mommy, conserve your
cash. She always spending money, especially my money. All right, listen here. Okay then, SHSS. You out there building or renovating or whatever it is, whatever you're doing? SHSS is moving.
With all the extra.
Yes.
I said, hold on, wait.
SHSS Enterprises or SHSS Electronics, however you want to say it. They have moved from their previous location that was on Mackey Street. Now they're in their new location on Chesapeake. Specifically, they're in the Old Minute Muffler Building. You know where that is?
No.
Mackey Street. You're on Mackey Street. You turn through Chesapeake.
On the right-hand side right there.
You can't say right-hand side because I know which direction you're coming from.
We're coming from we going north.
We're going north like towards PI way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so which way you turn?
You turn right.
You turn right.
And then they're on the right.
They're on the left.
On the left?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know what it is.
Yes,
Okay. Yes.
Man, these guys are number one in anything electrical. Anything electrical you need. If you're building a house, like I said, renovating, adding on an Airbnb, all that good stuff. They're located on Chesapeake, like Howard just said. So they offer a wide range of electrical supplies for both homes and businesses, including Square D products. Now, I think your electrician would know what that is. They have switches and combos, breakers and breaker panels. They got electrical wires, meter cans, LED bulbs, and decorative ceiling fans with the light fixtures with indoor motion sensor, and the dusk to dawn security lights with the LED bulbs. Just before I came here, someone sent a video out of two guys who were probably trying to do some burglary in the East. And I was like, wow, cameras, you should have lights, and maybe a combination of both. So you want those dusk to dawn lights as soon as the power goes, as soon as it gets dark, the lights come on. They have them. The motion sensor lights, they've got them. Plus, they have a huge selection of LED bulbs. You know those old lights, those old bulbs. What are those? Incandescent or incandescent?
Yeah. Incandescent lights.
Incandescent?
Yeah, I think.
That's the word, okay. Yeah, those are being phased out, so no one's using those. Most electricians know that everything that they need can be found at SHSS. I say Enterprises. Their new name is Electrical, whatever you want to call them. Their phone number is 827-3150, 827-3150, 827-3150. Go there right now. They are having a 10% discount once you spend $50 or more. Anything you need electrical, like I said, you're building, you're renovating, you're doing an Airbnb, you're adding on, whatever you're doing, go right there. Don't go to those other places out west and Michael Road and all them other places. The number one place, my guy, go there, let them know that me and Howard send you, and they're going to hook you up and give you something even special on top of that 10% off. Once again, the phone number is 827-3150. The Store family, they're amazing. If you guys know the history in that type of business, then you know they're number one in anything electrical. 827-3150, 827-3150, right there on Chesapeake Road. As soon as you turn off of Mackey Street and you go in there, bang, there on the left-hand side in the Old Minute Muffler building.
All right, so let me take this quick commercial break and be back with Ian. He's going to tell us some more stuff of what's happening over at Direct Marketers. I'm excited about this. We got 4 things down. I know you're going to senior floors. You can deal with that. Road runners, make sure decent people pick up your girlfriend. Make sure you carry a bunch of children over at Eastwood and get your electrical stuff over at SHSS. Let me tell you this.
The foundation.
Bahamas Games? What was the purpose of the games?
The purpose is twofold. One, to bring Bahamians from throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas together through sports. And the second, to find talented athletes throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to be trained and possibly make it to the Olympic level.
When the games is?
This July 7th to the 15th.
For more info, call 322-1029.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
At Ron's Electric Motors, they repair and rewind all major brands of electric motors, including water pumps, generators and the generator's back end, welding machines, electric lifts, air compressors, battery chargers, and more. They're equipped to handle up to 850 kilowatts and rewind up to 450 horsepower motors. They're conveniently located on the corner of Wolf and Clarence Roads and are open weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays till noon. They offer 24 hours emergency assistance. You can reach them at 242-356-0249.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio, Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation, on this Small Business Thursday, really being able to talk about these things. At the top of the hour, we talked about China, right? I try to do my best Donald Trump impression. China, right? We talked about China and being able to go there and the concepts and ideas. I know that so many persons be able to identify it through the lens of politics, through the lens of products and services, but I believe that there is technology that exists there that I'd like to know a little bit more about. So Howard Grant's going to China, right? We're going to be doing that. And now we're talking with direct marketers. Ian's in the house. He's here. Make sure you be able to give him a call if you want to be able to find out more about that. Ian number is 552-0812. Was it? 0212. 552-0212. 552.
Look at y'all just see how I'm doing the prep. Go, Howard. It's your birthday. Look at
call Ian.
Howard, stop twerking. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's it.
Hold on, you know twerking. Stop. Guys, give Ian a call. Find out more information about what he has at the top of the hour. Very interesting stuff. And you know, it's interesting to be young at this time, right? Because I remember when I first met my girlfriend, right? She was living in Freeport. I wanted to see her. Just wanted to see her a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
30 miles away. I couldn't use the Birmingham car all the time. Listen to me. I didn't want my woman. She can be my wife now.
Yes.
I didn't plan this.
Right.
Yeah, she's my wife now.
Okay.
I planned this, but I needed to get her from Freeport to 8 Mile Road. That without a car was to have my wife, who never been in public bus before, catch a bus to come to me. I couldn't take it. I said, Jesus God, I can't take this. My wife sitting down, these people sweating, smelling like yesterday concrete. They sweating hard. And then, you know what I'm saying? I say, I can't do this. I squeeze $500 together and I buy one Jeep Cherokee.
What?
Buy the Jeep Cherokee. The exhaust muffler, right? Intake muffler was broken. All the exhaust come in the truck. But it's okay. We didn't die. We was breathing carbon monoxide and our head was out the window like 2 chihuahuas. We driving down the road.
I believe that.
But give God praise for the time that you're in. Because if you get one pretty gal who live in South Ocean and you live out in Yamacraw, you should call Roadrunners. I just hope all that was for Roadrunners.
I see it was $500.
It's $500 for the car.
For the car.
And I almost died.
You had to sell that engine to buy a car.
I had to pay for that. I had to pay to die. That was a lot.
That's a lot. Hey, listen here, folks.
I almost died.
Don't be like Howard Grant.
Don't be like me.
In that way. You want proper
this
service?
This is early 2000 though. Right, this was nothing was available like that. Only public bus or hackers. And I couldn't afford no hackers. But I know that you could afford Road Runners. I want you guys to be able to be a part of that. I know, see, Ian is coming here, and I'm always intrigued about these particular things. And, you know, it piques my interest that we have companies that can do this. And you say the numbers you can be able to call is 806-0835. Is that correct?
That is it. That was for Road Runners?
Yeah, that's for Road Runners.
Okay, let's go again. Let's make sure we have that right number. The number is 806-0835. You got it,
Make sure you can be able to get this stuff like that and check those things out. Because I'm concerned for you, okay? People are going to take your girlfriend from you. I just want to be very clear about that, all right? These fellas out here, your pretty girlfriend's out there, she never been...
Yeah.
You don't want to catch no bus.
No, man, those dust don't go on with that. Hey, Howard, someone just sent me a text. He said last week his neighbor took a blue pill and it got stuck in his throat.
Oh, my God, you're doing a lot.
He said last Friday, his neighbor took a blue pill and it got stuck in his throat. And so the whole weekend he walked around with a stiff neck.
Sir. What's the acronym for the day? Conserve your cash.
CYC. Hey, conserve your cash. Listen, call someone, send a text.
Conserve
you haven't seen someone in a little while?
Conserve your cash.
Turn over. All right. Yeah, CYC.
Sir,
right back at you, buddy.
This man don't know we live in Nassau. All right, this Western New York. You need to stop. You need to stop.
Hey, listen here, man. Listen here. I just got a phone call. Capital Lumber says they are listening and they are so
I
happy.
was waiting for you to say Capital Lumber.
Capital Lumber. You told me you've been. Now listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Before Howard tell you his Capital Lumber story, they're located where on Howard?
I don't know these places in
They're
Nassau.
located on Parkgate Road.
Okay,
where's Parkgate Road?
I find it. When I was coming down Camp Road, I took a right there, and I was able to get it right on the intersection.
You got it. It's that small road that connects Camp Road to what?
Nassau,
Village Road.
You got it. You know where it is. So if you guys out there, you're building or
I'm gonna
renovating
C+
right
on
now.
the test for now,
You're
so
building or
it's-
renovating right now, just like what Howard's probably doing. You need to go to the number one place that has building supplies, and these guys are amazing. I want you to use my lumber and cement guys, and that is the Dean family down there on Parkade Road at Capital Lumber. The phone number is 605-9663. Howard, you're writing this down. 605-9663. 605-9663. Nobody on the island has better prices on plywood, cement, on the island.
Because I'm waiting for the story.
Let me tell you a little bit more. So like I said, if you're adding to your house, your apartment, your Airbnb, nobody has cheaper prices on plywood. You can get regular one-sided plywood. That's been reduced. You can get the 5/8 plus VAT.
This is a wild thing right here, by the way.
Go ahead, tell me.
I got to tell you this story.
Talk to me.
Because my mother chin to say this.
Yeah,
to
I
you.
see that.
And I called you and I asked you. I said, what happened? I didn't hear you say that, but last time you've been with me, we ain't talking about Capital Lumber.
I was
We
so
had crunch time.
I was crunch time.
I had to give you some more time.
Tell me about Capital Lumber. So, ladies and gentlemen, story time. Howard's experience with Capital Lumber.
Get your
and
snuggie.
Begin.
Get your snuggie. Okay, watch me. So I'm by my brother. We celebrating my cousin, my son's graduation, right?
Mhm.
So all my family down, my mother down, all my brothers, everybody, we having a good time and so forth and so on. My brother made these kind of a benches, very flimsy, right?
Okay.
But let's be clear about the thing. It was a flimsy bench, okay?
Okay.
But I don't know. I was thinking slim this day. I don't know. I was thinking slim.
Thinking slim.
I was thinking slim, right?
So you're one of those people who identify as slim.
I identify as slim.
Okay, that's great.
For this particular story,
I hope.
right?
I can't wait to come to your parade.
So I sat on one of the benches. Let's go. Listen, preamble. Flimsy bench. It wasn't designed for me.
Flimsy bench.
Bap! The thing fall, break. I said, oh my God, I can die, right? I fall down and I hit one of my
Sounds
my
like a
brother's
commercial for Life Alert.
glass
Go ahead.
thing up, right?
Yeah.
I hit his glass, right? The sliding glass, right?
Yeah.
And broke the sliding glass. We had to fix it as quick as
Jesus.
possible. He said as quick as possible, right? So it's just a little crack. So I said, oh my God, let me go fix this. I can fix this for you, right? So he says, yeah, you can get lumber at this place for $54 a sheet. So I said, are you crazy, sir? I'm
Sir,
sure
you are. See,
Ian told me that it was for $30-something over at Capital Lumber.
And then a guy jumped
So
up,
I
Ian can talk,
called
but
Capital Lumber, right? Yeah. And I say, how much for the thing? Now listen, all the time I drive into Capital Lumber. How
Very
much for the
good.
lumber, right? $33. I went there, beautiful piece of lumber. It's actually there, $33 for Capital Lumber. I want to be able to, I had to put a plug there for them. For all those persons who are out there, if you know the economic know that you're building and so forth and so on, whether it's whatever you have and whatever you're doing, Capital, I went way too hard.
I know. I said they write me right now. They said,
I went
Ian,
way too hard.
let the people know that there's no VAT on the 5/8 roofing plywood. It's just $33.95. 30. That's an excellent price. So they got the 3/4 CDX plywood. I'm reading right now. They changed the price as VAT, and you can get the one-sided 5/8 plywood for $47.30. Or you can purchase the 3/4 one-sided plywood for $51.70. Plus, you can get shingles starting at $31.90. $31.90. That's a 25-year shingle. Or you want the architectural shingles, $49.50. Joint compound made by Ready Mix. Ready Mix Easy Finish, that's $29 plus VAT. And when it comes to cement, you can just pay 80 cents per bag. You got a big job to do, get 40 bags, that's a pallet. You just pay $696.50. You're even saving more there. So you're going to be cutting your cost by a huge, huge, huge margin. You're going to be cutting your costs. So I want you to visit Capital Lumber today, Parkade Road. Guarantee you won't see better
Between
prices.
Camp Road and Village Road.
Yes, this is between Camp Road and Village Road to Parkade Road. You say you know where it is. A lot of people say they know where it is. Check them out on Facebook, 605-9663. Call them right now. I'm going to try to do something special. I see Mr. John down there messaging me.
They tell me call Mr. John.
Yes. Go down there. Check them out right now. I was there last week, Saturday. It was buzzing. Building is so expensive in the Bahamas. The labor's expensive and the products. If you can save anywhere, just a little bit or a good amount, you want to take advantage of it. So go to Capital Lumber, Parkgate Road. Phone number once again, 605-3. Tell your builder, don't go no place else. Go down there first and deal with them.
I gotta say this. When we started this Small Business Thursday, a lot of persons were indifferent. They said, "Well, Howard, because he's so used to and conditioned to having a conversation about whatever happens from a political standpoint or social standpoint, but there is business that's going on."
And as a result of being able to listen and hear things like this on Small Business Thursday, I have seen a tremendous shift. People
Wow.
come into your business.
Yes.
I could not know to go to Capital Lumber if it wasn't for you.
And I appreciate that.
I can't tell you no lie.
And Capital Lumber thanks you, and I thank you. And
I still waiting on my dinner tickets. I see that I had to put. I always put. It
I don't
on
know.
the
I mean,
airframe.
I was talking about lumber, and we went straight there, straight left. I know, but that's still good for you. And now, I'm gonna hook you up. So now you got to go to Travelers Restaurant
Okay,
last
Master
week,
P.
and then this week or whatever, I have Senior Frogs for you.
I got the hookup.
You got
Holla
the
if you hear me.
I'm telling you, I can't wait
You
till this
remember these old
album
songs?
drop. Hey, listen, people have been calling me right now, asking me about those. You got a generator at home, Howard?
I do.
You do?
Just a little one.
Which brand?
Nothing too heavy.
Oh, you don't get the big boy?
No, I get a big.
You don't have the standby generator?
No, I don't have those.
Listen, ladies and
You,
gentlemen.
but when I'm ready for it again, look at your people.
Standby generators are moving like crazy. The prices are lower than any other place.
It's summertime.
You want to go ahead, call. You know what? You can call me. I'm going to turn you on to my generator people. This
Was it 525-021?
Yeah, 552-0212. 552. I don't even know what to say.
55
People are messaging me right now. 7.5 kilowatt generator, $4,295. 14 kW,
You gotta be confident when you
$6,295.
put your numbers out there.
And 22 kW, $7,895. Nobody beats that. The generator comes with a transfer switch. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to give me a call at 552-0212. You're going to order your generator. I'm going to tell you what my client is going to tell you to do. You're going to build your platform at home for the generator to sit on. They come, they drop the generator off. If you use my generator guy, Mr. Seymour, he will give you hooking it up all depends on how far you want it from the meter box. So he's going to give you the price on that. If you use him, he's a certified Generac installer. You're going to get 3 years warranty, and he's going to throw in a battery that has a value of $225, absolutely free. This is what I tell people who call me. Anybody can hook up a generator, you know. But if you don't let a certified Generac installer do it, you're not going to have your warranty. So he's going to give you a price on that. You just have to get your propane tank afterwards, and that's it. But it's amazing. Power goes out, and in 3 to 5 seconds, boom, my electricity kicks in. I don't want to go outside, don't touch anything at all. I've got 4 air-conditioned units at my house, and I mean, I don't have to turn anything off or anything like that. I can have the washer going, I can have the pool pump running, all these things. Get yourself a standby generator. It's not something you just want, it's something that you need. It's really, really low priced right now. 7.5 kW, $4,295. 14 kW, $6,295. And a 22 kW, $7,895. If you need financing, I'm going to turn you on to one of my financing people, as long as you work for Atlantis, as long as you're a government worker or quasi person. What does quasi person mean? Because some people don't know.
I don't know. I know crazy persons.
Oh, you know crazy people? Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, you want a generator, please give me a call. 552-0212, 552-0212. Howard, you're going to get a generator or what, man?
I'd love to get a generator.
You do?
I do. I'm serious.
Do you think your wife
I'm gonna
deserves that? And the insurance?
I don't
Well,
know
at least
the
2 of
children.
them.
I don't know the children. Sometimes
You say
I just
2 of them.
they can need to sweat.
You say, boy, when that report card come, I know
I need to sweat.
Tree can sweat.
I just want to put them outside sometimes without a generator. But praise God, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
No,
man,
but no,
get
but
yourself
I
a
love this, man.
generator.
Like I said to you, I want to let you know that you are doing a service to our community.
Oh, man.
Because it's a lot of things here in Nassau, and we are ever consuming and looking for a good deal. I remember when I was young, my grandmother used to go to 98 supermarkets
Yeah.
just looking for a deal. And so
Yeah.
I know that that sort of a spirit has not left us, especially in this sort of an economic crunch. We need to know where the deals are. And when you start to tell us about where these deals exist, we always kind of gravitate towards that. So tell us about this. You got these things, and they got to be confident.
They
If
got
they're
to be.
putting their numbers out there.
That's a great price. People look at people calling me. My phone blowing up. Ooh,
People just tell
Lord.
you, they go on Facebook Marketplace and put one old couch on there, and then they don't even tell you the price.
No.
Call
like
me if
crazy.
you
Call me for
serious.
your information.
What, mister? I can see your indentation on your body on this couch. Just tell me for $20. You know what I'm saying? Just stop it. Put the $20 on the thing.
Hey, listen here. Do you know that there are a good number of men that are taking care of children unknowingly that are not their biological
You're wilding
kids?
out right now, so you're doing a lot.
If you need a paternity test done, you need to call DNA Direct.
My God.
Get a DNA test for as low as $450. with no needles.
That's good money spent.
With no needles or blood involved. It's easy. Now,
stop squinting when you come in the house. This boy don't look like.
Listen, man, how it is so serious. If you need to find out if someone's your mom, your dad, someone's your grandmother, or your grandfather, someone's your sibling, any type of relationship testing, call DNA Direct. Now, their phone number, I know they were having problems earlier, and they told me that you guys can still call me. They can turn you on to them. DNA Direct, their phone number is 3240665, 3240665, 3240665. Call DNA Direct. The reason why people choose them, they're the least expensive on the island at $450 for an informational test. If you need a test for legal purposes, it's $550. A test to find out if someone's your grandparent or your sibling, that test is $600. But a lot of people are calling right now because they need to, a lot of children and foreign women who need to prove that a biological Bahamian male is the father of their child. So this is very important. You need to prove that someone is or isn't related to you, your grandparent or your child. If you're a man out there, people have been blaming the child on you. You said, you know what, I need to get this done. If you're a child who needs to say, hey, listen here, I don't want anything from you. I just need to know, are you my biological father? Please, a lot of people out there do not know and they want to know. Give DNA Direct a call at 3240665. If you can't get them right now, you still feel free to give me a call. I will turn you on to them. 5 mobile service available 7 days a week between 7 and 7. You don't have to move. No one will come with any signage on the car or any logos on them. It's just like someone coming to visit you. It's convenient and confidential.
Eyes the pappy. Eyes the pappy. You don't know that reference. Eyes the pappy.
You stay right there. Do you know how it? Yeah, that was from, I think that's like the
$5 right now.
Those blackbirds?
No. You lose your $5.
Come on, man. What is Eyes the Pappy?
Life.
Oh,
Eddie
yes.
Murphy.
Yes,
the Pappy.
Oh, yeah.
You eat that cornbread?
Hey, you know what? Someone messaged me and they said you're absolutely right. You know what they say, Howard? You know what I've realized? A lot of women choose who the baby father is after, in case they're in dilemma, not because of like who's the handsomest or who's the best in bed or whatever. They do it for 2 reasons.
Security for the baby.
Who want this baby and who could take care of this baby.
Security for the baby.
There's some situations where you've seen a child call like 3 different men, daddy, walk in the room,
and then
see you, daddy.
So the next person we need to hear from Eastwood Family Clinical, whether or not they have a therapist in there. Let me take this commercial break. I'll be right back after this.
Wait, Howard.
Foundation.
With over 25 years in business, nothing says commitment to our people, culture, and service like Rev. And this year is no different. We will continue to elevate your home experience for you to create and share memories for years to come, while keeping you connected to the people and things you love most. Our pledge to provide quality service each year remains true. Rev is made for you.
It's Bahama Rock! It's time to rock to the best in Bahamian music. Bahama Rock, the national all-Bahamian concert, takes place this Saturday at the Westin Esplanade, starting at 6 p.m., featuring our Grammy Award-winning Bahamen, along with a cast of the best in Bahamian entertainment. Bahama Rock! Come out and celebrate with all your favorite Bahamian entertainers live on stage this Saturday, July 1st. To get your free tickets, log on to www.celebrate-bahamas.com or check out Celebrate Bahamas on Facebook.
The Bahamas Public Parks and Public Beaches Authority invites all private companies and civic organizations to adopt a roundabout. This is your chance to stand out from the crowd, beautify and enhance our local areas for residents and tourists alike, just in time for the 50th anniversary of our independence. With this opportunity, you can engage persons on the go, generate media interest, and promote your company. Stand out and celebrate 50. For more information, you can call 242-604-3750.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
And we are back while we wrapping up Small Business Thursday right here on the Foundation 96.9 FM radio in the house with direct marketers being able to chop these things down. Let me see if I can be able to follow suit and see exactly what's what. All right, so this weekend we're going to have a good time, and DJ Overdose is going to be over at Senior Frogs.
He's not going to be there this weekend. He's going to be there in July.
All July, every Wednesday in July,
Good.
the first Wednesday in August.
But for Senior Frogs, you want to go there this Friday.
But you want to go there this Friday.
Because they're going to have 50% off on tropical drinks.
Between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m.
You got it.
Okay, so we did good there.
You did really good. Let's keep on going. Let me hear you.
And for road runners, for your pretty girlfriend.
Yes.
That lives out east.
Or far out west.
Or far out west.
Yes.
Right? You want to make sure that she gets there safe in the professional environment. You'll be able to reach out to road runners and be able to get them there. That's 806-0835. You can get them there.
Right. They're like the Bahamian Uber.
They're like the Bahamian Uber.
Very good. Next.
Make sure you can be able to get there. And third one, we talked about number 50 Rosetta Street, Eastwood Family. Make sure you be able to get those things. Carry all of your bunch of children and your brother children.
And your brother children.
Yeah, because we can win something.
Yes.
They're giving out money to be able to give to
help with back to school. Once you go ahead and you take your child down there, and you can enter that sweepstake for the back to school and win from $200 up to $1,200 when you go and register your child and complete your child's physical at Eastwood Family Practice, and their phone number is 698-0935.
This is an exciting thing. Also, SHS Enterprise or SHS Electronics.
You're missing one S at the end.
SHSS.
Very good.
SHSS.
And what days do?
The electronic. You can be able to get
electrical.
Electrical stuff?
Right, electrical.
Okay, so you call it Enterprise.
Yeah, I call it Enterprise. You could call them electrical.
So they got everything there on Chesapeake Road.
They're on where?
Chesapeake Road.
Where? And what old building? In the former...
Listen, this is a test you don't.
This is a test. This is the former old Minute Muffler building.
Minute Muffler building.
Good, and you get like fans and LED bulbs and security lights.
All this new time technology.
You got it.
Lights
What's the phone number?
Like that. And the phone number you can be able to dial 827-3150.
You got it. 827-3150. SHSS Electrical.
Because I write things down when people talk.
Yeah, man, you doing good.
I try to do my best to be able to write these things down.
Tell us about Capital Lumber.
And Capital Lumber, $33.95 for the lumber. You can't even beat this thing.
No way.
How you can beat it?
No, nobody has better prices.
You shouldn't even try to fight it.
Down there. That's on Parkgate Road. Don't forget to say that.
Parkgate Road is between Camp Road and Village Road. You'll be able to get right there. They have great accessibility. It's a beautiful lady sitting in there when I walk in there. She said, "Oh my God, you smell good." I said, "You need to stop, miss."
Listen, that's my number one place for lumber and cement and shingles, architectural, or just the 25-year shingles. That's my number one place. Check them out on Facebook, too. Go down there. It's the Dean family, 605-9663, 605-9663.
Then you told us about the standby generator. We call you for this.
Yeah, you call me for the standby generator, and you can get a generator. So as soon as that power goes off, you say, "Hey, I need a generator." You give me a call, 5520212, 5520212. Go.
You got to go again.
Yeah, man. 5520212. That's for the standby generator. It's made by whom? Generac.
Generac. And you could only get the warranty unless these guys, you have to have a certified Generac installer.
You got it.
To be able to get your warranty.
Get yourself a standby generator. It's too hot. Do it for your mommy. Do it for your family.
As a black man, when it's time to row, I need to be able to ensure.
You're light.
Well, my blood. Let's just go with the blood.
You should.
Come on, sir.
You don't need to row. You're light, so you bicker.
I bicker?
You bicker.
I bicker. I like it. Well, I do strong bickering.
When I call you, your wife, when I call you, say, "What are you doing?" We're just going tit for tat. Hey, how
we're going back and forth.
We're going back and forth. We're just not agreeing on certain things, Ian.
Oh my God, Ian, don't make me laugh. No. We Ravin with a V.
Yeah.
We's Ralph with a V.
No,
All right, let's be very clear about this.
You're a light-skinned black.
very clear
You
about
just
this.
have differences.
All right. And then the last one is DNA Direct, okay?
DNA Direct. You need a
DNA
paternity
Direct.
test
You want to be a
done?
paternity test.
Yes. You want to find out if someone's related to you? Give me a call at 552-0212. Their phone number is 324-0665. 324-0665. Howard's got it.
You know why?
Right.
It's because after you get to Roadrunners, and this guy was bringing your girlfriend for a little while because the car was taking long to come from China. Let's be very clear about that. Then all of a sudden, she pops up in there, and the baby light skin, but you're a little bit dark. You don't know what's going on here. What's going on? This Roadrunner? What happened? Because you didn't use Roadrunners. You should have used Roadrunners, and don't let your girlfriend, your friend pick up your girlfriend.
Well, the girl probably left because you did not CYC.
Let your friend
Did
in the
not serve
Honda
your
pick
cash.
up the girl from Roadrunners. Boom. Check out DNA Direct. You'll be able to do those things. My brother, it's 2 p.m.
Yes, that's
It is
us.
absolutely it. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't be here tomorrow. We're going to go to Chris Mortimer's funeral and be able to pay our respects there. I just pray that the family continues to be able to be strong and know the impact that he's made in this time in his life. We want to thank you so very kindly for the opportunities. My brother Ian, I thank you.
Yeah, man.
You're a good, decent man. I can see you next week Thursday?
Yeah, man. Next week Thursday.
Next week Thursday. We're gonna see if we
Definitely,
can make
man.
these things
Hey,
happen.
please give me a call. You guys out there. Any one of those companies.
552-0212.
552-0212. But Howard, you could say it good.
552-0212. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the show today. I want to thank you so very kindly. The Foundation with Howard Grant, sitting here chopping this thing up on Small Business Thursday. I want you to stick and stay for Chicago Line with Z Live right after this. First time.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation.